Hi everyone, welcome to my channels. I'm live streaming on both channels, H. Cooper Crafty Bug and Crafty Bug's Homecoming Mom Beehive. So if you are new to either of those channels or both of them, I hope you will consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that like button and comment with any questions, or if you just want to throw up some emojis or some hearts or something, that would be appreciated too. But please be kind with those comments and don't forget to be kind to yourself. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's see if some notifications get sent out. I always check my email and see if the notifications come through. Nothing so far. Hey, Christina and Juanita, look at you. You both popped in at the exact same time. Welcome, 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 guys. Thanks for being here. I did not feel like doing a live yesterday. I was too tired. Today's much better. I got a few things from Hobby Lobby the other day, so I want to share those with y'all. And I don't know what else I'm going to do. I haven't decided. Joe is here. Hey, Joe. Welcome. Pam. Hello, Pam. How are you? And Becky. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for being here on a Sunday. Amy's here. And Veronica. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here. I hope everybody is doing well. All right, I'm going to share. I just got a few things at Hobby Lobby. I've been hearing people say that they found a bunch of clearance stuff, and I could tell that they had moved stuff around, so I think I missed a lot of the clearance finds, but I did find a few things. I got, I think this was the only ribbon I found, and as far as I can tell, that's navy. You know, sometimes navy and black is hard to tell. It almost looks black now. I thought it was navy in the store, but it was $2.49, and it was, I don't know if any had been taken off there, if it just came undone. It's 4 inches by 18 feet. I won't use that a whole lot, but you never know. I couldn't pass that up. Hey, Patsy, welcome. Margarita, oh, thank you. Look at that cute puppy. Jackie, hey, Jackie, welcome. All right, I found this. That was in the sewing. Our sewing department has a little clearance section, so I always go back there. And I also found this. So it's just like a cord, so I figured that'll work for trinkets and bells and such. Let's see. I found these acrylic blanks in the center. You know how they, in the center aisles, they have just those small things that have random stuff. So it has, is it 6? Yeah, 6 gold glitter. I thought those would be pretty. They also had some clear stars that had glitter in them, but the stars didn't have a hole on them. And I really like to hang this kind of thing. So that's why I got these. You can see it has a wide hole. But they had some other ones, but this was the only one that I saw that was really different and that you could hang. That'll make a nice, something different. Oh, let's see. The moody bear. I may have to like send you the link, because I don't think it'll let you like go in there, since it's something that I downloaded from somewhere else. Or uploaded from somewhere else. Those are the ones they won't let you just work on. But, you know, I did a monogram for Connie, and I sent her the link last year, and she was able to do it. So I don't know if I send you like a copy of the link, the shareable link or whatever they call it, you may be able to use it from that. So I'll post that later. Remind me if I forget to, and see if you can get into it that way. Especially with navy and black. I have the worst time. Unless, you know, sometimes you have to go outside with that stuff. Patsy just got off work. Made my first Peyton braid. I wondered if that was a corgi. I really thought it was. My neighbors down the street at the other end, they have two, and they have corgi stuff outside their house too. Like they have like a metal sign that has two corgis, and they love their corgis. You probably could, but I'm too lazy to do that. I'm like, I want holes in it already. Plus, I don't want to take the chance of messing them up. So I'm not very good with stuff like that. Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Yes, please. Okay. Hi, Miss Alice and Cynthia. Welcome, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. And I am live streaming on both channels. I don't know which ones y'all are coming in on. Let's see. So you're coming in on both. Great. Thank you. Thank you. These live streams have really helped increase my hours on my new channel. So, and the hours are like one of the worst things to try and get when you start a new channel because you have to get so many. Here's my receipt on it. I'll leave this. I spent $63.66 if you're wondering. All right. This was a random find on clearance for 74 cents. This was where, you know, like the little girls' hair bows and things like that are, headbands and hair bows. But it's elastic, so I believe these are for headbands for babies or little ones. But I was like, oh, I can use that for ring mums, for wrist mums. I think it would hold up for wrist mums. You know, it's not super tight or anything. But 74 cents, I don't even know how many's on there. It's super soft too, so it would feel good on your wrist or your fingers. If it doesn't, the only thing I'm worried about, you know, if certain ones, if they're not tight enough or stretchy enough, it could slide on the wrist mum. So that's what I'm talking about. But I know for sure it'll work on ring mums. And I love how soft it is because I'm all about comfort. This was another random find. I don't care that they're glittery. You know, I need so many of these clips and couldn't pass that up. They did have Paper Studio stuff for 40% off. I have a bunch of tassels, the ones I got from Amazon. These are shorter, so I might need these for something else. They only had gold too. This was another random find in the wedding section. 74 cents. They had a few other things, like, you know how they have like the little picks and they'll have like gemstones and stuff on them for corsages and boutonnieres and such. They had some other stuff, but none of it was anything I thought I could use on a mom. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Patsy. I hate when y'all tell me I'm on the TV. It just makes me want to back up. Yeah, and you know, I thought maybe the little, especially the younger ones, if I use like a 4-inch flower, they're the smaller garters, and a lot of times I'll use elastic, some kind of elastic instead of the garters because, you know, especially if it's toddlers or real little kids. Can you imagine? I mean, I remember when my kids were little, especially the boys, if you were trying to make them wear something that was uncomfortable, they were out. But when you use something like that, sometimes you have to use two because it's not going to hold up as well. There you go. That's a good idea. I mean, 74 cents for however many of those were. Doubling them up is not going to cause an issue. And doubling one would probably work for a wrist. 6 pieces. So that's awesome price. I got this really pretty glitter too on clearance. They didn't have a whole lot in our regular clearance section, but I did find a few things. And Connie had me thinking about glitter. Yeah, that's what I hate about watching YouTube on TV. You can't chat. If you're watching a live or something, just to watch a video though. Is it? Thank you, Miss Alice. All right. Couldn't resist this. I always go by the jewelry section too and look at, they'll usually have clearance on little end caps. Couldn't resist the crown. I'll have to put that somewhere. I also found this. You never know when somebody wants something like this on a mum. And these were on sale too. I can't remember if they were 40 or 50% off. In the store, I thought that was royal blue, but it's more like an ocean blue. Maybe work with like Columbia blue, and then I got some gold ones too. Me too. All right. Then I've got something down here too I need to remember. I did stock up on some of my cardstock that I needed. They did not have any white, which I'm really looking for some white. I may look online and see if I can find some. But they did have other colors. I got the black, and I love these. I don't know if you can tell. That looks like regular glitter on there. This is the black shimmer. Let's see. Here's a regular glitter. I'll put it up next to it so you can tell better. See the difference? And the shimmer is smoother. You're not going to get like flakes of glitter, and it does kind of remind me more of like the diamond dust. Almost like the striped diamond dust. We already saw this one. This one is lilac. You never know. I like to pick up a few random colors because you just never know. I got a couple of reds. I noticed I have a bunch of burgundy. I have a bunch of scarlet, which I could use scarlet for red if I needed to. It's just a little bit darker red. And not that many reds. So I got more reds. And I used the last of my navy. So I got 3 navies. I did organize my colors so I knew what I had and what I needed. And I got 3 of this is dark green. It doesn't look like it, I know, but it is. It's the dark green. I didn't have any more dark green. I only had the regular green that I would use for Kelly or emerald green. So that was all of that. I'm just going to keep backing up so I'm smaller. And I got some poster board. I went down the, where all the artist stuff is, because I looked for my daughter some stuff, and I did find her some alcohol markers, but I already gave her those. Those things are so expensive. So if I find them on clearance, I get them. I don't know what all is in here. It looks like there's 5 different colors. They're $4. They're 11 by 14, and you get 10 of them. So probably 2 of each color. I know I can use poster board for cutouts, but I just don't think about going down there that often, and I did this time. These are going to be a little bit longer, but not as wide as the others. Gold. And what I liked was these were in plastic, so they would not get messed up. Silver is next, and I love to use these metallics on the guys' cutouts, at least 1 layer, so they're not so glittery. They're still shiny and give you, that nice metallic, more like chrome or something. So it's a little bit more guyish, not so feminine. Or if you have a girl that's, not into all that sparkle. Red, royal, oops, and green. They're a good thickness. These are going to work great. Brianna, I'm late. Where's everything from? Hobby Lobby. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Sunday. I'm going to put these back in the plastic to protect them. I love metallics, but what I hate, or foil, or whatever you want to call them, whatever, I think they're just metallics. I don't know. Assorted metallics, yeah. They show fingerprints really bad, and they're easy to mess up. That's the downside of using them. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if I can get them back in there. It's just ripping. You may want to use them for like the middle layer or the back layer. Every time I use it on the top layer, I'm like, why did I do that? And sometimes it'll show the glue underneath so you can see like where the, you know, where you rub the glue underneath it on the other layer. You can see that. I don't know if these are going to be any different because I've not used this before, this brand. I have used some poster board before. I had like some gold metallic, but it was like a matte finish. It wasn't shiny like this. I did get some big poster boards too. It's really hard to find these that aren't messed up. It just is. See, I already messed up the end. I need to cut these down and then put them with my cardstock to protect them. But royal blue. The green again. These are 99 cents, by the way. And this was my favorite. I don't remember. I know they had glitters before, but every time I've looked, like I said, they've always been messed up. Never what I wanted. They had this royal blue. And again, this glitter looks like diamond dust. And it feels like diamond dust. And I got the silver as well. They had a gold that looked like, to me, looked like the soft gold. But every single sheet they had was all messed up. It was dirty. It had lines in it. It was awful. So just got them kind of tucked in right now. But I do need to cut these down. I want to cut them down probably like 12 by 12 as much as I can. But to put it in perspective, these are $1.99. They were 40% off. Those big poster boards, and those are nice and thick too. Probably not quite as thick, but still 99 cents for one of those. Hi, Miss Vanna. That's okay. That is okay. I hope you're doing good. But don't forget to look at stuff like that for an option, especially if you're having trouble finding certain colors. You never know what you might find with the poster board. That's everything I got. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot, but it was a few things. Somebody said something about Peyton braids earlier. I've been working on some more Peyton braids this week, and I have had the worst time, you guys. I was like, it's like I've never made these before. The ribbons have not been cooperating. They've been twisting it wrong directions. The sides of the ribbons have been curling in. Oh, I've had to back them up and re-braid them. I can't tell you how many times. So here's one I did. And yeah, that looks good. But just keep in mind, I kept having to go back. And then I actually undid the beginning, which I don't remember which side that was. I honestly don't. And then was able to kind of rebraid the beginning and then just leave some of these. Because usually when I hang them, I do them like this. I ended up with about 31 inches. So that's a good draping braid. This one I did this morning, and this one was horrible. That rose gold ribbon, you see? That shiny rose gold. That's a polypropylene, which is thinner than a luster or acetate. So you definitely have to double it up. Plus, it's ugly on the bottom side, so I doubled it back to back. But it's also, like, it's thinner in a way, but it's also, like, really thick, too. I don't know how, it's really stiff, maybe. It just made it really hard to work with. Really, really hard. So there's a lot of imperfections on this one. And I kept having to back it up, and I was ready to throw. Look at the beginning. I mean, it looks awful. And actually, the first like 12 inches looked awful, and I went back, and this is as good as I could get. I wanted to throw this one. It was horrible. And then I had another one I did today. I'll show you. It turned out beautiful after I was done, but it took me forever to make it because I kept having to back it up. This is another one for Connie. I've got like 6 in a box for her. I got a box full now. So this one was the same way. I was it was way down here. It was all, you know, like this, all the way down here. And it was not coming together. So I backed it all the way back up. And look, I only have this one little section here that looks bad. But the rest of it, it turned out really good. But I would have to like undo a couple inches and start over. Again, it's not perfect by any means. And I kind of, oh, look, there's a little mistake right there. You can see. I'm catching some of the issues that I think people are having. The problem that I was having right here. Look. Oh, I don't think you can see that. Dang it. Where it's like curling in on the side, like right here. It's bent in. I've been having that issue too. I don't understand that because I double the ribbons. Anyway, something that I'm noticing is if the loops, after you've made the loop, if they don't lay a certain direction, then it just messes up the whole braid. So, you know, like on one side, it looks like a double box braid. That looks like a double box braid. And as you're braiding it, and this is the way I was holding it. This is the way I was facing it, like this. So that black ribbon, I think it's that, yeah. That black ribbon was my left ribbon. And the burgundy was my right ribbon. And then the diamond dust was my middle ribbon. And I noticed that this black one, when you go to make the burgundy, the right loops, these black ones have to lay a certain way. They have to fall in like this. Sometimes they want to fall in like kind of catty corner, and that messes up the whole braid. So that was the issue I was having. But the end result, I love it. I still love the back. The back side to me is the prettiest. Love, love, love it. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. That makes me feel so much better because I'm in trouble with the back. And it's not twisting. I feel like too much in my, yeah. And that was another thing. I wasn't getting as long of braids. And like on one of them, and actually it's been all these braids that I've been making for Connie. Those right here, these two that I made this morning, they're not for Connie, but I've been making some for Connie, and every one of them, I'm like, these are not my best work. I don't want to send my mediocre work to her when she's having trouble with the braid. I want her to have really great ones. But another thing that, you know, I'm making the right ribbons longer, and I'm either not making them long enough or I'm making them too long. Like, I think I have in my notes like 18 inches is what I've been making them longer. I usually do 4 yards, and then I go 4 yards, 18 inches with the right one. And I was still running out. Like on one of them, I ran out really early, and I was like, I know I made that longer. So on the next one, I made a yard longer. I ended up with almost a yard extra of ribbon on the right. How is that possible? So the next one, I did 24 inches longer. I still was way too short. Guys, I don't know. I was ready to scream. I've already got these in bags. I want them to be protected when they go to her. But like this one, it's white, pewter, and silver diamond dust. That one was one of the ones I had a horrible time with. And I think the 7/8 is harder to braid than the 9/16. I'm just going to say it. It had been a while since I'd done a 7/8, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't know. The 9/16 is easier, and you get a longer braid. So I did some of these I already had made before. This one is another one that I did recently this week. Is the black, white, and silver diamond dust. So a generic color that you can use on anything. And then I'd already done the green one and the blue one. Those were, and the burgundy one were on a video, so you probably recognize those. So those two were new additions, and I had horrible time with them. I mean, they turned out pretty, but you can definitely see mistakes. I need to bag this one up. I was going to send her a box of Peyton braids. Thank you, Miss Vanna. Let me find my bag. See if it'll fit in one of these. And I just curl them up like a snake. If it'll fit in there like that, I may have to do it differently. I've got a bigger bag than this, but that one I was using for the ones that had multiples. Oh yeah, it fits. That way, if any dirt or anything gets in the box. Hey, it's TJ, everybody. TJ, I would send you some Peyton braids. I don't know if you've even tried it, but I would be kind of embarrassed to send some not so perfect braids to you. That's okay. I'm making you a box of bows, so I think you would appreciate that more. There's a little room in there. I may make her another one. Hi, Tara. How are you? Everybody saying hi to TJ. Put this stuff over here. Still haven't cleaned my mats from the other day. Seriously. I'll be like, here you go. Do something with it. I wouldn't want you to feel like you had to use them. All right. I showed you that. I showed you my braids that I've been having trouble with. What else? Oh, I got too many bright lights. Goodness, that light is bright. That's a little better. Oh, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was like, what color can I do? I try to do different colors every year because I don't get to make as many pre-made ones as I would like. So I try to change it up every year and not do the same colors. Hey, Jam. How are you? Yeah, I got to put those up. You know what? Thinking of. I have some dry cleaner bags, and I did use some of these last year. Just says 50. It doesn't say what size they are or anything. I got them from Temu. It's going to be loud. But I need to put these up. This is right next to my microphone. I hope this is not too loud, you guys. Please tell me if it is. Trying to find school glue. You can't find any school glue? I don't know why I got so high pitched. Glue! These aren't as wide as I thought. I don't remember where I got them at, not where, but when. I think it was like at the end of season. But you know how I get kind of wide with them on my these are going to be fitting here especially. I'll probably put them in the extra bedroom where I keep extra stuff, and it's just kind of a storage room. So I'll hang them up in there. And that will keep them nice and clean, keep the dust off of it, dog hair, all that good stuff. So everybody's buying it. That's crazy. I'm just gonna tie a little knot down here too. There we go, perfect. I may have to order some. I want to say they had different sizes. I don't know if that means different lengths, but hopefully different widths. What the what? That is crazy. These, I got them from Temu. You can get them off Amazon too, I'm sure. I'm sure I can look on Temu and see what I ordered. It's one of those things I didn't know. You know, you don't know what to order. You just like, okay, I'm going to get this size and see how it works. This is TJ's fault too. Oh, I'm not flipping y'all off. I'm sorry. I promise. Yeah. You can still put them on a hanger, especially with the ribbon necklace, but there is, you know, the garter on the back too. You could pull the garter through if you needed to. Okay, TJ says you can get them off Amazon. That will be the next. You're welcome. Covering them with plastic before I ship them because it's better for them. It protects them better. Blah, blah, blah. Always want me to do better. Hey, Ola Joe, how are you? Well, thank you. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Yes, you are. But in a good way. Like you're always making me, you're the blame, but making me do better. Not, I'm not blaming you for bad stuff. It's just like causing me more work. Yeah, but you're making me do better on my mums. Oh, thank you. See, I know. Except for the people that like to steal your stuff and claim it. Huh. Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't have gone there. I saw on TikTok one of those ladies and I was like, Urgh. No, I just can't. But, you know, Mama teaches us to not say anything if we don't have anything nice to say. So I just move on when I see those particular women. Oh, thank you. Exactly. Your emoji didn't show up. Which I gotta see that. Oh, that's for emoji. I wish StreamYard would show all those emojis. I don't know why it doesn't. And then I wish it would show members too, because it doesn't show that either. All right. All right, what now? What do y'all want to see? I'm still making braids. I'm going to run out of ribbon before homecoming gets here, but that's okay. I need to order again, but I'm going to wait till closer. Like, well, I guess we are getting the beginning of summer. I got to wait for another YouTube payment. Get the funds back up, which the YouTube payments aren't much right now, but they do help. Especially you members. Like you guys, I think it was last month, I think $90 of my YouTube payment for April was you members. So even if you're only like $1 a month, that adds up. it may not sound like it, but when you look at it like that, I'm like, wow, they're really paying my month. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I guess I can see the members. It does show the little dollar sign. One question, does any of the places that make the cutouts? I don't know. Yes, and I sell them too, girl. I sell them on, I've got listings on Etsy, but if you need any cutouts, just email me. Because I have to charge a lot of extra fees on Etsy because they charge us so many fees. So if you just want to email me, and I can give you an idea of what I could do them for, especially like the names or something. TJ also does cutouts, and hers are fantastic. So if you choose her over me, I would not be hating on you at all. Yeah, me too. And organizing. I've been trying to organize. I don't know. And I'll probably be rusty, so it may not be good. I did make some Mobiuses recently. You may have seen that. I posted those on Etsy because I did have somebody reach out to me and ask me if I was going to make some more of those on my Etsy shop, if I was going to have some more. So I did make several of those, not a whole lot. And what else have I made? I can't remember. The whip braids, but I did those on a live. See, we're talking a lot. See, we think alike. All right, let's see. Oh, I did want to write something in my notes when I was making that last Peyton braid. Where's my pen? So the right ribbon, and you guys know I messed up on one of my videos because I didn't write it down. I didn't write it down in my notes which braid or which ribbon ran out first. I had it wrong. So the right ribbon runs out first. The left ribbon runs out second. The middle ribbon is the longest. So I wanted to write that down too. So you may have to adjust your 4 yards plus 12 inches, 4 yards plus 24, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever works for you. And we all are going to come out with different amounts because we braid differently. Wow, you go, girl. Yeah. It's a good way to get some something to film with. We're trying to say. Yay. I'm so excited about that. We just love seeing y'all do all those whip braids because that's been the braid that people always say, I cannot get that one down. I cannot get that one down. And so to be able to teach that in person and watch all of y'all making those some people already knew how to make them. Maybe we helped them a little bit, but for those that really struggled with that, I'm just so happy. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. You're not going to see me doing that. Especially with cutouts because I hate doing them. I don't mind designing them, but I hate cutting them out and all weeding and all that stuff. And she loves that. Oh, I have it sitting here. I have looked at everything and I've watched TJ's video a couple of times and I even looked at your notes. I haven't plugged it in or anything. It's right here. It's literally right here, but next to my camera. See, it's out of the plastic and everything. Like I know what this piece is for. I even found the oil in the box. You guys, if you can't find the oil and you still have your box, it's in the box. It's in the white styrofoam. You can't see it because it's clear. Hard to get out there. And it has a white lid and it's in the styrofoam like this. So if I had not been looking for it, I wouldn't have found it. But yeah, I got that much done. I just hate setting up things like that. I just, if TJ lived closer, she'd be over here setting that up for me. I'm just saying. She is the best. I agree. It was probably in the box. I think I still have the box too. I didn't get rid of it because just in case I had any issues. Too. So it was right in there is where they stick it. And that little white cap doesn't even stick out. Like I think it was like here. So if I had not been looking for it from your video, from you talking about it, I would have ended up chunking it. Oh, I hope I didn't put my address out there for the world to see. You never know what crazy person's watching you guys, seriously. I know you would. I know you would. I hate living out here all by myself without all y'all. Oh, walk those dogs. I understand. Oh no. Maybe a tiny tornado took off with it somewhere. Oh no. Who knows? I lose stuff like that all the time. If I didn't know where to stick it because of you showing us, I I wouldn't have gotten it out of the box and then I wouldn't have known where to put it. So now that it's nice and safe in there. Hey, sweet angel, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Mm-hmm. It logged me out. Okay. Who knows? It could have went anywhere. Oh my goodness. Did I forget to set up? I forgot to monetize my live. I'm acting like Connie over here. She's gonna enjoy this. No, that's not the right one. Yep, I forgot to turn on. That's why y'all aren't getting ads because I forgot to turn it on. Oh well, it's on now. All right, what do y'all want to see? Well, I'm in the crafting mood. Oh, good. I hope you do too. Don't curse it though. I tried to do a little short and I haven't uploaded it yet while I was making some of those to show you where I think people are having issues with. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, this is it. Yeah. I'm going to try and upload that later. Sometimes I have to manipulate that side because it's got to look like that. It's got to look like a double box braid. And sometimes it doesn't want to look like that. And that really messes it up. So I think that's the issue people are having. And of course, when I started recording, it started working the way the braids started coming together the way I needed it to. Like before I started recording, it kept messing up. It didn't want to do right. And then when I started recording, it started doing perfectly. It was so funny. TJ is open to anything. You like me, Jam? I got to put a bunch of J's on TJ. But yeah, it needs to look like a double box braid on the side, or some people just call it a box braid, but it's got to have that pattern. If it's not doing that, then something, the ribbons aren't laying right, or the loops aren't laying right. Stupid ring light. And then when you're on top too, it'll kind of look like a double box braid. Instead of a full box, it's more or triangular because it's only 3 sets of ribbons instead of 4. Well, see, that was coming together good. But sometimes it is not doing that. And yeah, today, not at all, especially with that rose gold one. I don't even know if I'm going to list this one on Etsy. I mean, that looks good right there. But some of it just does not look great. You still need to try that one? Yes, you do. I mean, I can work on it if you guys want me to. I can show you. It'll either be really bad or it'll turn out really good. Because that's the way it is. And I have been having to double the diamond dust or put a luster on the back side because the edges have been curling in really bad on that one. I have made some where I didn't double it and I just left the shiny side for some of it. But this week, have to do that. Unless y'all want to see something else. I'm trying to think what. I have a bunch of scraps down here that I need to make into loops. Okay, I will show that one then. And I'm going to do it with 4 yards, 24 inches, maybe a little over 4 yards on the left, 4 yards in the middle. Let's see. I'm trying to think what colors would pop really well on this screen. I'll go with green. 1, 2, and 4, and I'm going to fold or crease and then measure out another 4 because I want it doubled. This is going to be my center ribbon. And I have this little bucket right here with 3 clamps on it, 3 hilo holders. And as I'm doing it, I clip which one I need, like the one in the center, the one on the left, the one on the right, before I start making it. That way it holds it where I need it before I can staple them all together. Let's see. Yeah, I'm already getting really low on diamond dust on certain sizes. 1, 2, 4, and I'm going to do an extra 24 inches with scissors. Chopped. And I'm going to do, let's see. I think I'll do silver, green, and black. I think those will pop. And I think I'll do green on the back side of this. You can double it and have much more diamond dust if you want, or you can do this and have more green. I like having the diamond dust on the right. It shows more if you put it on the right side and face up. And let's see, black. One, two, 4, and I'm going to go an extra 12 inches crease. This works so good for me. I'm not fighting these ribbons, trying to get it started. All right, I'm going to make the loop with my left ribbon. And it does not matter which order you put these in. And there's not an exact science to the angle that you put them either. It's just kind of eyeball it. It may make a difference, but I have not played around enough with it. Miss Alice is back. All right, I like to start with the center one now. And remember, the beginning is not going to look great. That's okay. And for me, making the beginning a little bit looser seems to work out better. That's one of the things I noticed, like with that burgundy one especially, it was way too tight at the beginning, and that was one of the reasons why it wasn't coming together. Go back to the left. And I do suggest using 3 colors. That is one of my main tips because you always know what's next. I just did black and silver, so I know the green is next. White ribbon to the green. Bring that up a little bit. Just kind of make it a little snug. I'm not making it too snug. It doesn't look great yet. Takes a little time. See, this is what I'm kind of talking about. You kind of have to manipulate that to get that boxier look. Again, I just did black and silver, so I know the green is next. Oh, I ordered, I forgot what you call it now, a camera holder that clamps onto the table that has, you know, it goes up and it angles, and it's supposed to angle overhead. So I don't think it's very tall, but I think it's going to be tall enough. And it's supposed to hold camera, phone, GoPro. So I should be able to set it up like this. And when I'm doing like a braid or something, be overhead. I'm excited about that. I found one that wasn't crazy expensive. See, it's still not coming together as a boxy looking braid yet. And I do have to kind of manipulate those side ones. Try to get it boxy looking. Double boxy looking, I guess you should say. And that's one of the things I've been struggling with lately, is getting it to come together. And like one being really long and one being short. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, see that black ribbon is not wanting to do right. There we go. Yeah, sometimes you just have to really mess with it, get it to start coming together. It's gonna start now. You see those? It's starting to get that double box look to it. Do that. You have to manipulate it sometimes to get it from looking like that. And by manipulate it, I mean mess with these ribbons. You may have to twist this black one because it'll be like, sometimes this black one will be like this, and you need it to kind of be sideways. See, it's coming together now. That's the way you want it to look. I use this right side as a guide. Thank you, Joe. These colors are easier to see, but you probably can't really tell what I'm doing. And I'm not going to dare move that camera. Remember when I did that the last time? Totally messed it up. Yeah, definitely coming together now. Just forget about this. Like, I'm going to drape it or something, or if you want to hang it down, you can put a bow or something there. Just cover that up. I don't know if it would help if I do this. I did silver and green, so now I know black is next. And I still sometimes do the wrong one, and I'll notice there will be a big gap, and so I'll have to undo it and go back, and sure enough, I skipped one. There we go. I think that's definitely what is giving people issues. Well, there's some people saying that they can't get it down. I think it's because the loops are not laying the way they need them to. That black isn't real great to see. But white and silver probably would have blended in too much. See, it's still fighting me. Sometimes they'll just come together and they'll do exactly what you want them to. And then other times, like this week, they all give me a hard time. I don't know why. So if it's doing that to you, don't get frustrated. Keep in mind it's doing that to everybody. This is definitely a more complex braid, so don't get frustrated. Try not to get frustrated, anyway. See, that's the way you want it to look. That's looking good. And I love the back side is my favorite. And if you do the diamond dust on the right, then you get the diamond dust in the middle. And then the diamond dust shows on the left side too. If I had doubled the diamond dust, it would also show here. This is the part where sometimes I end up going with this ribbon on accident, and that's where I'll have to back it up. And doing 3 colors lets me see what I did wrong. See, that was like turned completely like that. I need it to turn this way. Okay, that's hurting my shoulder. Once this starts getting long, I like to stand up and make it, but it starts getting heavy, so I'll just lay that on the table as I'm braiding. So that way the weight doesn't weigh me down. But for the most part, I've just been working with the 4-yard measurements, because on most of them, I'm probably going to drape them. But with them being 24 to 30 inch range, I can still let them hang down if I want to, too, on the majority of braids. You could add a big bow to the bottom if you wanted it on an even longer mum. Or you can work with different longer measurements and try to get a 30, 36, which on this one, you're going to get longer with the 9/16 than you would the 7/8. This does take a while to make too, especially if you're having trouble with the ribbons laying the way you need them to. This isn't a quick one. When you're learning it, my suggestion is to work with not as long of ribbons and undo it after you get done. Undo the whole thing and do it again and again until you really get it down, so you're not wasting a bunch of ribbons. I really suggest that for any new braid that you're trying to make. It's going to frustrate you more if you're wasting a bunch of ribbon, because you're going to be thinking about that. And if you need to walk away, make sure you clamp at least 2 of the ribbons so it doesn't all come apart. You see how it's twisting? It's supposed to do that. You guys, I'm really waiting for Connie to learn this braid to get it down, because then she's going to be like, well, can't you just do such and such to make it go faster or make it do better? Make it quicker? I'm waiting for that. There. See, that was twisted, that black ribbon, that left ribbon, or that loop from the left ribbons just sometimes gets twisted too much towards you. You want it to be more like this once you're tightening it all up. I didn't show it, but the loop it is going into is supposed to be face up. So that's my left ribbon. Try to make those snug but not over tight. Now I'm going to do my middle ribbon into the left, the loop inside the loop, just like the military. Oops. Try that again. Lighten up. See, it's kind of like that right now. I'll pull that a little bit tighter so it's going to look like this. Now this one. And just like a military, I'm forming the loop going towards me inside that one. And this is the one that gets messed up. You might have to like twist it so it's going this way. Now it's going to come together, or it should. There we go. I hope that makes sense. See how that's facing towards me? It needs to go like that before they form right. That's the one that I keep struggling with. You're welcome. That's what's great about doing it on live streams, because then if there's something you don't understand or you need clarified or you need to see a little different perspective or view, you can get it from the live. It's coming together pretty well. Like I said, sometimes I don't have this issue at all, and I can just make these suckers like that. But for some reason this week, I don't know. Which makes me want to make more of them, because I want to defeat it. Like it's a real person or something. See, again, that one is facing towards me more, and I need it to be more like that. Oh, you know what I want to make? I want to make some cottage ladders too. It's been a while since I've made one of those. But I really like those too. I think they're so pretty. I made I made a few ribbon lays with the Peyton braid. If I made any more, I would definitely double the ribbons. I think that would make it a little bit easier. It is more difficult with the grosgrain. I made one with soft satin. It was horrible, but I got it done. It looked really pretty, but the ribbons kept trying to curl inward and stuff. Again, I would definitely double those ribbons next time. But I did sell that one, and it was these exact colors, except for the silver glitter. It was white, black, and this color green. So I hope they like it. But you know, nobody else has graduation lace with the Peyton braid that I know of on Etsy. I haven't seen anybody. When I was it's not going the way I want it to. When I was making the ribbon lace, you know, of course I made some military ones. I was like, what can I do that's a little different? Nobody else has, because there's so many military ones. I was like, ooh, I wonder if a Peyton braid would work. It's a form of military. Surely it would work for a ribbon lay. I don't know if I'll make any more, but if you guys try it, definitely double those ribbons. Every single time with black ribbon. It's almost like it's twisting wrong too. You see that? I'm gonna have to back that out. Doing something weird. See it? Not supposed to look like that. I found too that if I leave that left ribbon, the loop a little bit looser, that does help. Definitely don't over tighten that one until after you've made this side loop. Now you can tighten it up. The more I make, the more, you know, tips and stuff I figure out. Let's see, where are we at? We're at about 17 inches right now. It's not a lot of ribbons. Just curious, do I know I have the Cottage Ladder in here too, don't I? I think I do. Okay, I missed it somewhere. I made one angel wing braid on that live. Cottage Ladder, there it is. Yeah, I missed it. And there's some that aren't perfect. I don't know if you can tell, like that one's, those are a little bit tighter and these are a little bit looser. But it's not a big deal. And usually you can kind of manipulate the ones around it to adjust them, make them more of the same after you finish it. Oh, that one went right. That black one went exactly like I needed it to. And that's how they've been going for me, and I've been able to make them very quickly. I don't know why. What are you barking at? Is it me? Yes. See, that's what you're supposed to do, which makes my life so much easier. Yes, I talked to them. Maybe there was a dog on TV. The TV is on. It's muted, but it's still on. It was funny. My husband was trying to find something to put the TV on. He just wanted some sound. And he's like, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of that. Daddy's Home. They put it on that, and then it was the part where he brings home the old dog, and he's like, oh no, and he switched it really fast. And he found Die Hard. He's like, okay, Die Hard's safe. There's no dogs or animals on there. She's not gonna bark. And it was on a commercial, a dog commercial. It's so funny. She loves watching TV, and if she sees animals, she is gonna go crazy. We had it on Jurassic Park almost all weekend, and she was just going crazy. Lucy is just absolutely oblivious to what's going on the TV. She never watches it. This is going much better. Look at that. Where are we at? We're at about 24 inches right now, and I still have. And the green, the thinner ribbons are still longer than everything. Yeah, it's an Old Navy commercial. She's barking at it. Crazy dog. And it's giving me a hard time again. She's watching. She's waiting for something to be on there she can bark at. Crazy, crazy. I spoke too soon. It's messing up now. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Working on a Peyton braid here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to get a pretty long one out of this one. I'll probably send this one to Connie too, because I have one green one, so this would be two greens. And I know green and burgundy, I think, are her two main schools. I did one royal blue, and I did the pewter, the two burgundy, one green, one blue, the pewter, white, and silver, and then the black, white, and silver. Recovering. Oh, yeah. I think I remember you saying something. Oh, it was more exhausting for you. Did you have a lot of stuff you had to do for it? For him? Ours was a couple of weeks ago, I think it was. The right and left ribbons are pretty neck and neck. So doing 24 and then 12 inches over here looks like that was a pretty good measurement, but it looks like the center ribbon is going to be really long. So maybe I need to back off 12 inches or so on the center ribbons, or keep going longer on the left and right. So you want longer or shorter. The work in progress. See, that's perfect for draping. And that's all I did last year with them, is I draped them. I would like to hang one down, see how it looks. It's blinged, of course. Got to bling it up. That came together good. Love when it does that. Yeah, this middle is way too long. Okay, I'm almost done with those, and then look at. Okay, now she's barking at Bruce Willis. Hey, cat. Shh. Thank you. This is kind of a booger. All right. I'm going to fold that over. Staple. Hey, what are you doing? Everybody can hear you barking. Crazy girl. All right. I'm going to cut off this. Look at that. I don't always end up with that much. It's way over 24 inches. I don't understand. Again, those were the center ribbon. And then I'm going to leave some of that for hanging. Thank you, Tara. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what I ended up with. About 32 inches, which is what I'm supposed to end up with my extra measurements. So that one came out good. Again, that's my favorite, is the back side. You can see it twist. So I like to bling it just like a double box, bling it right in the middle there. Right in the middle there. You could bling up the middle on the back too if you want. All right, done with that. That took forever, didn't it? Feels like it did. Shouldn't take that long. All right, cottage ladder. Top of the T is the weaving ribbons. The center of the T needs to be length needed plus a couple extra inches. What are you guys doing, huh? You being bad? Are you being bad? Don't lick. They do this all the time. They gotta have their love. Like, you've been in here long enough. It's our turn. You're so needy. You're so needy. Yes, you are. Lulu. Maybe I'll make something else. Maybe I will. Because they're so crazy. I don't remember how to do that. Where I did a video on the cottage ladder where I made the checkerboard pattern. I don't even remember how I did that. Okay, I got a tip here. Layer diamond dust on top of T ribbons. Remember, front and back of this braid will be shown. This is one of those that won't come out exact each time. I've got different lengths depending on how tightly, loosely I braid it. I don't even know if I remember how to braid it. All right, I'm going to start with 4 yards, which is a 24-inch braid. And I do remember that the bottom ribbon, that if you do diamond dust, it covers it up. So you just want like a solid color. Hey, what are you guys doing? Go find Lily. Tell her you need some love. 24 plus a couple extra, doubling it. Whoa, Kit Kat. All right, I'm going to do the double or the diamond dust on top. And what did I say? 4 yards? Jeez. 4 yarding everything today. 2, 4. And I think I'll do black on the back side of this. Tangled up. All right, if I remember that right, you want to start with the center, I hope. So let me just measure out 2 yards, figure out what the center is. There's one. Two. Two. Not exact. Why is that not exact? A little bit more over here. All right, close enough. Did you? Yeah, see, it is hard to work with. If I do another one, I'm going to double the ribbons and see if that makes a difference. And I wonder if you could put like a luster in between the grosgrains, if that would help too. I don't know. I'm willing to try it. All right, it's going to be like a T. I remember that. And then if I remember correctly, fold that down. Is it this way or that way? I don't remember. I don't think it matters, does it? Don't judge me. It's been a while since I made one of these. Month. All right, I'm going to try to tilt y'all down without disconnecting, hopefully. This one has to be taped down if I remember right too. Well, Kit Kat, what are you doing? You're just saying hello over and over, aren't you? All right. I think it goes under like this. And that one goes up the two, I think. You guys tell me if I'm doing this wrong. If you remember. Okay. And then that one's going to fold down, crease it, and then this one's going to go under. And you can just tell because it needs to go either over or under. And I keep going with this side, I think. Oops. So we're going under the middle one, and you make that loop. Go watch Connie's video. And then over those two and in that loop. And then pulling it snug. Yeah, you can't even hardly see the green. I forgot how that goes. That's okay. A little bit of green is showing. I'll have to go watch my video again, see how I did this checkerboard pattern. I think I did one color on this side and one color on that side. If I remember right. Does that sound right? One goes under. This is another braid that will naturally curl. I never did successfully make a corset last season, but I just really like this ladder. So that's the one I've been making. You see just a little bit of that green. Okay, so on the back side, you see the black and then the diamond dust here, but on the back side, if I can twist it, you got the diamond dust on the outside and the black on the inside. And it's going to twist, and you can manipulate it and make it twist more. But you see how it's already starting to twist? Hopefully I get a 24-inch out of this. I do love to bling this one up too. Turn it on. I can get that warming up so I can bling it up. On these live streams that I've been showing different braids and stuff, I have been going into the comment section and putting timestamps. And what that means is you can click on those timestamps, like it'll say 15:18, be like 15 minutes and 18 seconds into the video. Let's say it says 15:18 whip braid. If you just click on that, if you're looking for the whip braid, all you have to do is click on that 15:18, and that's where I started working on the whip braids in the video. So especially on some of these really long live streams, especially the ones where I did several things, like the one where I did the full mum, and that's on both channels. I put a whole bunch of timestamps. So if you're looking just to figure out how I attach the garter, I've got that in there. Doing the mum head backer, stuff like that. It's all timestamped. There's a whole bunch of timestamps. So if you see any of the comment section where I've got timestamps, that's what that's for. Because you can have like a 2 or 3 hour live stream and you're looking for one part of it and you can't find it. get closer. So in the videos I'm working for this coming week, for the H. Cooper Crafty Bug video, I am trying to edit the orange and navy mum that I did after homecoming season. It was a senior year for baseball season and for like all of his senior year, the rest of his senior year. I had already showed doing the cutouts a couple of months ago, like weeding those out, cutting them out. I think I showed cutting them out. Weeding, I know I showed like weeding them and glue them together and stuff. But this one I'm showing like a bunch of the parts of the skirt and finishing up the mum. It's like an hour and a half long video, so I've got to voice over that whole thing. Hopefully I can get it done this week. And then for the Beehive channel, I'm re-editing the paw print mum video, and instead of doing like one long video, I'm doing a different editing where I've got mostly showing the mum head, since that I think that's the major thing with doing a paw print mum is the mum head. That's the main thing that's different. And then over to this corner, I've got a picture and I'm showing doing the mum skirt. And I've got to do a little bit more voiceover for that one, but that one's almost done. So it's going to be about a 40-minute video instead of a little over an hour long like it was on this channel. So I'm curious to see, you know, what you guys think of the different editing, if you like it better, if you don't, if you like it all long and drawn out, or if you like it watching two things at once. You guys will just have to let me know. But since that's the only paw print mum I've done, I definitely wanted to get it on both channels. And I think I'm finally running out of videos from last season. Pretty soon everything's going to be stuff for this season. Look at that. Let me see how long it is. And see how it just naturally twists. I like, Connie will like twist it way up. She showed it like that, but I like it like naturally twisted. I don't know if I'm gonna end up with 24 inches or not. I do have on my notes that no two come out alike. And I feel like I'm going pretty loose on this one. It doesn't look loose. I don't know. Oh, it's raining. I hope I don't lose Wi-Fi. It seems like every time it rains here lately, our electricity goes out, which means our Wi-Fi goes out forever. Fixing to get to the end here. I can't do anything else. Oh, yeah. That black is much shorter for some reason. See if I can get it in there. Get one last. But this ain't going to be exactly 24 inches. That's okay. I ended it. Straighten it out. Almost 24 inches. So, you know, I probably have to put a bow or something. Like I said, I'm going to bling it though. But I love just leaving it like this and putting it on the mum like this. You can see both sides just naturally twisted. You just see a hair of that green. And then if I bling it up in the center, that's going to cover some of it up too. Now, when I bling it, I don't want to go like this and just bling it, or that's going to straighten it out. I've got to leave it like this, and I've got to twist it as I'm blinging it. Now, usually I use the regular flower shape because it fits perfectly on each one of those. I want to try something different. How about some of this rose? That will work perfectly too. Or the daisy. Ooh, that's super pretty. Okay. Sorry, Rose. We're going to go with the daisy. Daisy wins today. I can't remember. I'm sorry. I only tried one last season and it didn't turn out right. I don't even remember like how to start it or anything. You might, well, I don't even know if Connie remembers at this point because she hasn't made one in so long. But you can try it and see if it turns out better. I mean, I like it on this one, and I think they're similar, so I like doubling it on this one, I mean. All right. Everything's all twisted up. Move it to the side. And I'm going to bling up right now. I'm just going to do the black in the center. Definitely want to cover up these staples. Yeah, those are going to fit perfectly too, these daisies. So the flower, if you have the flower diamond mesh, which you can find on Amazon, you can find it at so many places. Nothing wrong with that bling. Last season, that's what I used on all of these cottage ladders. I'm going to change it up this year. So if you do have this daisy, it works great for this too. Or the rose. Any of the flowers. They're starting to get off-centered a little bit though. Hopefully that was right. So you can either glue there, or if they're getting off center like this one is, you can just glue the flowers right in the center. And this is really covering up the green. You can just barely see a hint of green in there. So pretty. You don't have to bling up both sides, or you can. And I know at least on one of them, I blinged a different kind of bling on the back side. So you had two different blings showing. I think I may have done this rectangular. But I'm going to go ahead and do the rose. Why pick? You can do both. Now I feel like I have to do a zigzag because I did a Peyton Cottage Ladder. Pretty too. Look at that. Thank you, TJ, for the roses. Aren't they so pretty? TJ got those for me. I got them in gold too. Can't wait to use those this year. Yes, and that makes it, I mean, I love anything unique. Yes, I'm live on both. I paid extra. Well, you know, instead of the freebie StreamYard, I paid for the, I think it's $25 a month just for 1 month right now. So I could stream on both channels. I don't know if I'll keep it up or not. And then if Connie wants to join me too on any of the lives, she can stream on her channel too. Or if somebody else wanted to join in. Oh, you don't see her comment. You see which channel she's on. Yeah, she's on my Beehive channel. Thank you, TJ. Jam is back. Okay, one last one. I love this where you can see where you got daisies on one side and roses on the other. I got a rose that's not sticking. Didn't press it down good. Any more? Roses and daisies. That's why I'm on both channels. So some people are on the H. Cooper Crafty Bug, and then some people are on the Homecoming Mum Beehive. So the only way you can see them is if me putting them up here like this. Blinging it up like that really does make it heavy too. You have to keep that in mind. But it's so pretty. I hate that you can't really see the green. I mean, you can a little bit, but it'll really pop on a green mum. I just hope I don't accidentally grab it and say, "Ooh, this black and silver. I can use that on a red mum," and then realize it has green. But it's got green right there. That should be a dead giveaway right there. And you have to watch the ends too, because you can see the staple a little bit. No. All right, where can I hang this one up? So pretty. You know, see, that's why I love that one. Hey, Will, what are you doing? Y'all just need a lot of affection, don't you? All right, that up. I love all these containers for my bling. Makes me so happy. Oh, cool. Thank you. You are welcome. Look, you can see Lucy looking up at me. Little turd. I already fed them. I know they don't need to be fed. It quit raining already. At least it's not thundering because that freaks poor kitty cat out. Okay, I don't feel like making a whole bunch of those. Yes, you do. You've got to use all that bling. Got to. Let's see. I've got like 1,000 zigzags, but now I want to make one. And I'm going to be a little rusty probably. Let's see. Okay. Top ribbons, 3 yards. Ooh, this is going to be a long one. Use some gold. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use a color on the back side too. You know what? Oh, that's okay. I just remembered that I prefer to use the diamond dust on the bottom V where it's up on the right side of the V. But that's okay. I just like the design you get out of it, but that's okay. We will do it this way because I already got it cut. I'm going to do navy. Again, this is the top ribbons and 3 yards. The top right, I need a yard for the top right. Going by all my sheets. I'm going to mark that. Okay, I need to turn off this glue gun and move it out of the way. This jam every time I try this. Yes, because I had one that looked really similar to a victory braid because I did something wrong, but I just went with it and it turned out cute. But yeah, when I get rusty, I have to watch her video. She's probably got like a third of her views are probably just from me. Okay, the bottom ribbons need to be 5 yards. I'm going to do more navy. One, 2, 4, 5. You can see I'm not real OCD with my measurement. Kind of have to do it. And I'm going to do more diamond dust. This is the soft gold because I don't have gold in the smaller size. Plus, I think the soft gold looks really good with the navy. I think it's gorgeous. And I'm getting really low on it because I've used the crap out of it. But I am going to place another order at least probably by end of this month. And I'm going to get a little bit more diamond dust, and I need some more lusters too. Okay. Bottom right needs to be 2 yards. So 1, 1, 2. So again, make the V. I want the diamond dust on the top right. Top of the bottom right ribbons. Go watch TJ's video for this. You want a good tutorial, you watch TJ's video. You want a good tutorial on the cottage ladder, go watch Connie's video. And then go watch one of my 20 videos for the Peyton braid if you need a better tutorial. Yeah, doing this right. Sometimes, since I've made the spirit chain, since I made a whole bunch of those starting out with this braiding technique, sometimes I'm like, okay, which one am I making? I have to remind myself. All right, I got it. I haven't lost it, TJ. Look at me go. I love this one. I can just stand here and braid a bunch of these. I think every one of my moms is going to have a zigzag this year. I mean, I have over 40 of them. I did sell one too already. And I watch the ads when I watch your video too. But yeah, look at me go. I used to have to watch it over and over again, but I need to just play it just because I need to play your video. You know what I never do anymore is I never play the videos on my Echo over here. I don't hardly pay attention to my Echo anymore. Like if I'm not live streaming or videoing, I'll play music. I'll have it play some kind of music station, but other than that, I forget. I forget I can watch movies on it. And I can watch YouTube. All right, they're all twisted. I'm going to end up with a knot. Come on. The struggle is real, you guys. All of yours do. I'm liking this pattern. Oh, wrong camera. They kind of focus. There it goes. Isn't that gorgeous? You have to lay your ribbons exactly like I did to get this pattern. I just love this navy with the soft gold. I think it's so pretty. I was going to ask you what braids you plan on putting on your month this year, but you know, somebody's always watching, creeping. Stop creeping on my TJ. Here's what the back side looks like, but I like the front better. What I love about this is if you get lost at some point, all you have to do is look at the section of, on top of that and go, okay, see that one? I know that one's going up. This one goes down. Okay, now this one is, that's that one, that one, that one, that one. So I know it goes over like this. Now, anytime I get lost, like if I stop to do something or walk away and come back, all I have to do is look at the upper ones and I can see which direction they need to go. Oh, thank you, Jam. Come on. This one should turn out to 36 inches, by the way. I didn't say that. 3 yards for the top, 5 yards for the bottom ones. I haven't worked on any other measurement, but 16, 24, and 36 is all I've got. But that gets me by, and if I need one in between, I can just kind of go in between the sizes and figure it out. If I remember right, the top right ribbon is the one that goes all the way down the center. Yes, the measurements help so much. Which TJ doesn't mind because then she makes those loopy braids. So then she has a bunch of ribbons, scrap ribbon pieces, and that's what I did with all mine. But I like having it close. It's not exact, but I like having it really close. I still usually end up with a little bit of scraps. Yeah, I'm going to end up with a bunch of ribbons, leftover ribbons for some reason. Because there's the center ribbon, and I still have, look at that. I don't know what I did. I was like, wait a minute, something's not right. But you see the way I measure out my ribbon when I'm cutting it for a braid. I am not exact at all. Just another reason why two of mine never turn out exactly the same. Why are they so long? That's crazy. What did I do? Let's see if I'm even close on my measurements. Oh, yeah. I'm close. Still have a little bit more to do. Legs are hurting. Braid until I can't braid anymore. I don't know how I ended up with all that. See, I still have stuff for loop. All right, let's see. Oh, see, I ended up with more than 36 inches, but I still ended up with a crap ton of extra ribbon. I don't know what I did. I probably mismeasured somehow. And since it's over 36, I really don't need much extra. But look at that gorgeous braid. And again, that's the back side. I have a couple other navy and gold ones I did, so I'm making a whole set here. Let's see here. Oh, my computer's getting low. Battery. 24%. There is TJ's Zigzag. Did it show up? Yep. Okay. And then Cottage Ladder. Find it. There it is. And let me find my Peyton braid. That's the original one. I want the newer one. Here we go. Here's one of the newer ones. And good. It's going on both channels, I see. That's great. Oh, here's the one from just the other day. So here's another Peyton braid tutorial. I've got several. Those are some of the newer ones. If anybody's looking for those original videos, there they are. All you have to do is click on those lovely links. And if you're not subscribed to those other lovely ladies, you better go subscribe to those. Really easy. If you click on the link to their videos, just click subscribe while you're there. Super simple. I need another clippy. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could go to Temu and find those dry cleaner bags. Let's see my orders. And I don't remember which one it was, but it was that one. Yes. If I can find the right thing. $50 clear garment bags, 23.6 by 35.4 inches. Okay, let's see if this works. Ow, it hurt. Yay, it worked. Look at me go. So I think they had different sizes, but that'll get you to one of them. And then you can go from there. They either have 20 packs or 50 packs, and I got the 50 packs, it looks like. I'm sure they have different sizes. Looks like they do. I just hate searching for anything on Temu. I feel like it's not user friendly at all. I guess I can put this back up. Hopefully I don't lose it. Here we go. You're welcome. Hey, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I bet it wasn't with a steak or bacon and eggs. I had a steak. That's all I've ate today. The only thing I hate about going to Hobby Lobby is then I have to put stuff back up. She's not a meat eater like her friend Hyla. But we still love each other, even though we have differences. Imagine that, people. People these days and day and age, they don't want people to be different or something. I don't know. I don't understand that. I mean, we all get into homecoming moms or crafting or something, so we all have that in common. But we can be completely different on everything else. That's okay. That is okay. That makes us unique and special. Goodness. So for Christmas, you don't want one of those, what are those subscription services where you can get meat steaks and stuff like that? I can't remember what they're called. That would be a no for TJ. Now, Connie would enjoy it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to order some more of that. I think it's 5/8 in it, the Diamond Dust. I can read it. It's so small. Number 185 poly glitter ribbon. It doesn't say anything else. 5/8. Yeah, I need some more of the 5/8. I've used so much of it in both colors. They don't have it in the regular gold. I wish they did. And I haven't ordered anywhere but from Daniel and Morgan. I really don't need any trinkets. I've got tons of trinkets. I don't think I need any. I've organized all my trinkets and I didn't see any that I was low on. I mean, yeah, I could get more colors, but I got plenty of variety and stuff. I'm not even going to worry about that this year. All right. Let's see. That. Okay, let me see here. Analytics. Only 9 likes on H. Cooper Crafty Bug. What? I got 5 likes on Beehive, but it shows only 5 people watching. So you guys all liked. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But it shows 66 views on on the H. Cooper Crafty Bug, but only 9 likes. What am I doing wrong? Like those videos, you guys, and those live streams, please, please, please. All right, guys, it's been 2.5 hours. I'm going to get off here. It's 8 o'clock. I'm ready to go settle down. It's been a long weekend without a lot of sleep. Oh my gosh. Today was the first day I felt human. Thank you guys so much for watching. When the video or the live is over, if you wouldn't mind going into the comment section, not the chat, not where we're chatting, but in the regular comments section, which is under the live, under the video, and just leave me some heart emojis. I would really appreciate it. That really helps with the YouTube analytics and getting it out there more. I would really appreciate if you guys took the time to do that when it's over or at the beginning of any live or video or premiere. If you can do that, we would really appreciate that. You have a good night too. Thank you so much for being here. Thank y'all so much for always being here and just supporting me and our community. I just really, really appreciate each and every one of you so much. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe, comment. Please be kind with those comments. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and happy crafting, happy mom making, you guys. Have a great night. I was going to say have a great weekend, but it's over, isn't it? Good night, TJ. All right, guys. Bye. God bless.